toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Purdue Boilermakers, Ross Age Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Fowler with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Will get us started with the opening kickoff. Bringing it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Indiana's offense takes the field for the first time today. Guys, Purdue was probably the worst team in the power conferences last year, and maybe one of the worst teams in the country. They fell 66-0 to their rivals in the old Oaken bucket game, and Indiana, of course, made its way onto the playoff. New season, new game. David, what's step one in pulling out a big win in this one?
Yeah, there was nothing good that came out of this game. This was not a rivalry. This was a one-sided beatdown. Not only did Rourke throw for 6 touchdowns and Indiana score 66, they got Purdue's coach fired. That's how bad this football game was. Jesse, they had to go to the bullpen and make a change from their head coach.
Yeah, the head coach after the game said it was the worst offensive performance he had ever seen, and David, he's right. They had 67 yards in the whole game and turned it over 5 times. You simply can't win. If Purdue has a pulse offensively in this one today, they'll have a much better shot than they did a year ago.
Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. That's caught. It's Cooper. He stopped. Picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Let's step back here and look at the big picture for Indiana. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
The Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Has to get there to move the sticks. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. So the Purdue Boilermakers offense will go to work for the first time. From the gun, the ground game. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now, this Hoosier defense had a complete 180. They went from 101st in points allowed to 6th in just 1 year's time, thanks to new scheme, new staff, new players. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Hauls it in. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Hemby. There he goes. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Hoosiers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. The Hoosiers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Got the quick pass. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. They'll run it to the right side. They'll make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Cooper. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd down, going up top. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. No good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Leaves it with the running back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Caught over the middle. It's Moore. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains because of his ability.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Looking downfield, it's Singleton. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up, way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
He's going to fire deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Boilermakers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. He gets a block. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Looking downfield on first down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
And the Hoosiers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. The Hoosiers will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Going right to work up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big game.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Singleton. He'll get rid of it. Holds it in. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. And the Boilermakers getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Picks up the first down. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's McCovey. Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line to pick up the first down. The old Oaken bucket dates all the way back to 1925, but the rivalry itself goes back even further. 1891. Alumni associations from both sides decided what's the perfect, most suitable trophy? Well, of course, an Oaken bucket.
Yeah, of course, a bucket. A bucket's the perfect reason and the perfect thing to fight for. What are you going to win today? I'm going to win a bucket. No, but I mean, I think the history of it's cool, but Jesse, when you make it a trophy game, it's just so much more fun. It's so much more energy. It's so cool. You're going to celebrate with it. You're going to go grab it right after the game.
Yeah, and you know both Purdue and Indiana, they're hoping to add a score, a date, the city this game was played in. Someone's adding a P or an I to the old Oaken bucket.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Zings it complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On the run, it's McCovey. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Here's a heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. To the air, it's Mendoza. Just a short pass to the tight end. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Got a man. It's Hemby.
How about the running back showing you a little agility, maybe a little toe tapping on the sidelines. It looked like a wide receiver. Make sure he kept his feet in bounds, makes the catch, gets some positive yards.
Looking downfield very late in the half. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
They'll go to the air on third and short. Catch in the middle, it's Cooper. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
Timeout, Indiana.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get three before the break. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. And the Hoosiers will line up to kick off and start the second half. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Complete to the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Singleton. Makes the catch, it's Moore. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's McCovey. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on second down. Just keeps slinging it. Under fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Puts it out of the air. And he'll have to check his feelings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Well, it looks to me like the offense made some adjustments at halftime. Only 3 points in the first half. But here we go in the first drive of this third quarter. This quarterback looks locked in. Really nice throw there to pick up the first down.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Boilermakers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Rides the back on the option to give. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
Looking for a man. It's Singleton. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
They're working that left side. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Trying to keep this drive alive. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Looks as if he'll get it up to about the 14-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. A strike downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Clock winds inside, a minute to play here in the 3rd. Hands it off. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Yeah, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's Cooper. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Here comes the heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs. backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. Like, you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping two hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Purdue! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this fourth quarter.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First.
Oh, he's got some space. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. The Hoosiers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
Caught near the sticks. It's Morris. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and first down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
Quick strike complete. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. With the run on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Loss on 1st down increased the degree of difficulty. 2nd and goal from the 8. Right out trying to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Trying to barge their way in. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt.
The defense is going to need one more stop. This is the game right now. You just got one on that last run play, setting up 4th down. Do you bring it?
Scores on the sneak.
Yeah, and how about make no mistake about it? Line up, bring in the big boys. You know, you probably have a good idea of what I'm trying to accomplish. 4th down situation, and the offense comes through playing with a little physicality, a little muscle.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, 4th quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
Makes his man miss. The Boilermakers brought to the ground, but not before picking up the 1st.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
Off play action on 1st down. The short hands, it's McCovey. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
Got a man, it's McCovey. Gives him the big stiff arm. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. And the Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Singleton. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. And what a fortuitous turn of events to get that football back. The Boilermakers decide to punt it away. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody will be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the right. Finds a man by himself. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds. And now the offense trying to score one late. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds a tight end.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
He's got the tight end. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Skips away from pressure. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's the 4th quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked out.
Looking to pass. It's Mendoza. Quickly complete. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And this to tie us up in the final minute. Here comes the field goal unit. And with 2 seconds left, their last chance to send it to overtime. Dead center perfect. And we are all tied up here in the 4th. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably. Maybe 1 possession each. Who's the better team?
First play of the first possession of OT. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. The sure hands, it's McCoby. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
And that's a great play call by the offensive coordinator because that play is essentially the extension of a sweep play. You're getting your running back an extra touch to the perimeter of the field, so now he can go to work in open space.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
Smart decision. It's 3rd and short in the red zone. It's not there. You throw it away, and now you put it on your head coach. You want to go for this? On 4th, or are we kicking a field goal?
Never a doubt. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Rush is on him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Complete downfield. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Indiana.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. 3rd and goal. A touchdown wins it here in overtime. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces the 4th down. And this field goal attempt might be their chance to save themselves. Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation. Want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. He knocks it through for 3 and will play on. Another overtime period coming.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Now 1st down here in the 2nd overtime. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
This one's complete.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy has had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
Catch in the middle. It's Hemby. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Back to pass, it's Mendoza. He makes the grab. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really nice job on first down, stopping the run. Here we go on second. There's a good chance the offense tries to run it again.
Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT. Second overtime, and they'll have to go for 2. He wants to throw it. They got it. Executed beautifully, and the lead is 8 in double OT. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Sends it back in motion. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Fires left. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
This has got to be frustrating if you're the offensive coordinator because you've had receivers open down the field, just haven't had time to get them the football. This defense doing an outstanding job with their pass rush.
To the air, it's Singleton. Here's the pressure. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermaker! With that, now a 2-point conversion away from triple overtime.
I think the quarterback showed his head coach a lot on that last touchdown pass, the poise and the confidence. And because of that, David, on this upcoming 2-point play, you might just put it back into his hands and let him go win it.
That's it! The defense got home, and they finished the deal with the sack. This time around, the old Oaken Bucket will spend the year in Bloomington as Indiana beats Purdue. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.